Okay, this is the special meeting of the Public Arts Commission, Monday, April 25th, 2022. And I'm just going to go down the line if you guys want to just say your name and a couple words. I think Anna Marie wanted, right?
Yeah, we
okay.
just wanted to give a welcome to the new commissioners. We're excited. We're going from 5 commissioners to 7. So this is, you know, more ideas. We're happy and excited. So why don't we just start from there? From the end? Did you press?
Yes, I did. So I'm Heidi Paul, and I've lived in Escondido for, we were just talking about it, 22 years, and before that, San Marcos. So it's time I did something like this for the city.
I'm Lynn Dillender. I have lived in Escondido since 2017 and happy to serve.
All right, I'm Juan Vargas. I've been living in Escondido since I was 10, I want to say, and I'm 34 now. So I'm happy to continue this going on. Yeah, it's awesome.
Hi, my name is Ana Marie Velasco, and I'm also been in Escondido for 22 years. So, yeah, so I'm happy that I'm continuing serving in the Public Art Commission.
Let's see, which one?
The white one.
Oh, geez. That kind of blew my. I'm Patricia Spann, and if there was a contest, we've been here 44 years, so, and I still don't know which button to push, so that's bad. The second term on the appointment, second time around, and it dig in. I think it's a great opportunity to put some opinions and forth and to make a difference in Escondido. Congratulations.
I'm Natalie Martinez. I've lived here in Escondido my whole life, 23 years, and I'm very excited to serve alongside all of you.
I'm Terry Ryan. Welcome, everyone. This is really exciting. I've been involved in the arts since I was a young girl and ended up teaching for a while. And welcome. And this is, like I said, very, very exciting that we have new members.
Thank you. This is not a regular meeting, so you can see the agenda is quite short. And I hope the setting doesn't scare you a little bit, you know. It wasn't like this before. We used to meet in the Mitchell room, but now here we get recording. So we're being recorded in audio only, but not video, okay? So that's why we're here. Okay, so new business, Escondido Union High School District Washington Park mural proposal. And quickly to let you know, for those of you who are new, we started with this. Juan brought the idea to the commission. Was it a year ago only? Seems like ages ago.
2 years.
2 years ago? And so if you have gone to the Washington Park, you will see one mural facing Washington, and one mural is actually on the side, so you don't get to see it from the street. We had more murals, but we had a little bit of a problem. So this is a continuation of that partnership with the school district and the Lago Academy, and we have a very important person in front of us here who is going to explain the whole situation, proposal, okay?
Am I pushing any? You are. Which one am I pushing?
It's pushed. The little white one.
Oh, it looks like it's already.
Sounds like it's on you.
Okay. So, am I good?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, just get closer.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for being here today. I really, really appreciate your time. My name is Sudi Memorzadeh. I'm department chair and teacher for the Lago Academy campus of Applied Science. We're right across the highway. The idea came originally, I went to Sacramento for an art conference, art teacher conference, and Sacramento, City of Sacramento has done tremendous job with their murals, and now they have tours. They're making money out of that because now it's restaurant tours with the mural tours. It's amazing what they have done. So I was like, we can do this here for Escondido. And then I joined also the group for the murals for the city, but then I started with my students. Last year was one assignment. Because of the COVID, we were not able to paint the murals, so we did the stickers, and 2 of them are there, and it looks amazing. And now this year, last year, I was able to pull in work from Escondido High School, Orange Glen High School, and Del Lago Academy. This year, going back after COVID, it was a little bit challenging. I say it's like swimming in jello. Everything is a lot slower. But Del Lago Academy, we were able to produce mural designs, and we have made a commitment to the city that we will provide a student work yearly for them. And I'm standing here on behalf of a whole group of teachers, Mia Funk, my very supportive director of CTE, Aled Anaya, the mural teacher that he will be the lead teacher on this project to execute it, myself, and maybe if we need more help, another teacher. The designs that were completed in the fall of 2021, there were work of about 200 students. Some were really interested, some were less interested, but they all completed their work, and that was provided. And now we have, it's now narrowed down, and I was not involved in the narrowing down process because I am the teacher and I didn't want it to have any, so it was narrowed down to the designs that you see on the page of your agenda. And what's going to happen is that, and also on the application, you do not see my name. It's Mr. Aled Anaya, that he's going to be the teacher that over summer school. And he's a very, very accomplished artist and very good mural artist. Things he knows technically, I have no idea. He was my student. But he learned all these, I have no idea how to do it, and he is a teacher for Orange Glen, and he teaches murals. So I just was on the phone with him and want to make sure that we can do everything, and we're gonna invite the students to do the painting, and we are thinking about inviting about 20 to 25 students. And the idea is to also give them credit. So it's going to be like a little summer school class for them to working with him. And his work is in Chicano Park. His work is, and most of our high schools. Actually, surprisingly, his work is in every high school that we have. He's very accomplished. If you see him, he looks very young, but he's very accomplished. Artist. He's a young father, so I'm kind of filling in a little bit here and there. But so he is going to be doing work. I'll be there, and a teacher might be there. And we study the walls because it's brick, but it's nicely coated with multiple layers of paint. And we think we might need to paint it one more time to just make sure there are no cracks or breakage in it, and we can directly paint on that. And we are thinking about doing 2 murals. And like I joked about it, I'm standing here by myself, but I'm really representing about 200 kids. And then the idea is that these designs are mostly, they are from Del Lago Academy, but the idea is to invite any student from the district, from any high school that are willing to participate. They can come and they can work and they can get hours completing it. And our summer school is towards middle of June to first couple of weeks of July, and we are hoping to be able to complete it during this time period. And that's why we needed time to recruit students for this event. And that's why I really appreciate this meeting. Thank you.
Can you repeat the name of the artist?
It is on the application. It's Aled Anaya. If you...
It's in there, isn't it?
Yeah, he is in there. If you search the Chicano, I mean, his work is in Chicano Park. It's a huge teal work, but he's been teaching mural for Orange Glen for the past 3-4 years, if I recall correctly.
I have a question as far as, is he going to be the artist that paints these 2 murals on the brick? It's going to be painted instead of sticker, right? And he's painting it and the other students are filling it in? I'm a little confused.
So the designs are student designs.
Okay.
Designs
And
that
who puts them on the building?
he will guide the students and work with them. So it's not going to be like, you guys go do it and I'll just watch, but also it's not going to be him doing. So he has, because this is what he teaches, that's why he is the lead artist.
And the students that have proposed these designs, are they also involved in the painting? Or like you had mentioned recruiting students.
Yes. So the teams that created these designs, there were teams of 4.
Okay.
And I have been doing this for a long time, not specifically murals, but summer projects and internship. We learned that if a team does work, and it's 4 of them, and you say, okay, come back for internship or come back to do the project, maybe 2 will come back. Some are traveling, some they have to work. Specifically, this group of students are going to be juniors next year. Many of them were able to get jobs this summer. So we learned that we have to be flexible with numbers and inviting more than just the main designers for the mural. So we are expanding our invitation to other students to also create a sense of community, because this is really for them, it's not for the adults.
Yeah, I think that answers it. Thank you.
Sudi?
Yes.
I don't see here the amount that,
$12,000.
where is it?
I saw it.
The amount of money?
Yeah, I don't
It's
see.
on the front.
It's $12,000. Is that right?
There you go. It's on this page.
I don't see it, Juan. Can you show it to me?
Okay, it's on the second page at the bottom, amount of
Okay.
funding requested.
Okay. So how did, I was asking Juan, how did you guys come about with that amount? I know the last time it was free to us, pretty much, right? The district, and and now?
Yeah. Well, last time the stickers, and one of the reasons the stickers looked like such a good option was that it was much less money compared to having to label, to like work through it. So the material and also the cost of how many teachers they have to work with the students and managing it, that's why we thought this is a safe number for it. But last time was only printing of the sticker and
Right.
use city page. So that was about $6,000, $7,000. This is and district was able to pay, but we don't have the budget this year for that, unfortunately.
So this project, you are predicting that it will begin and end through the summer
That is our
weeks?
goal.
That's the plan?
That is the plan, because I teach and other teachers do teach too during the school year. So we want to get it done within the 1 month of summer.
So it's a whole 1 month?
We are hoping 1 month.
Okay.
Yes.
And then are you planning to pay the kids also? Are the kids?
The kids are going to get, for every 15 hours that they participate, they will get 1 credit. So it's a class for them. It's a class that's called work experience. So it will be, they'll be getting credit and it will be added into. So this is a pretty new setting that we have with this class, instead of just be like, oh no, you're just going to intern here and do these, because that's how we would do our murals before. You just go help the teacher, it's going to be done. But now, fortunately, we have the opportunity to give them credit under transcript and a grade.
So you're here to request funding and also to get an idea of which of the murals that would...
Yes, the 2 that, yes. So we are thinking to work on 2. And it's been narrowed down to these 7 options that it's on paper. And I had nothing to do with any of these designs. These are all the student-driven teamwork, teams of 4 that they worked together and came up with the idea. So yes, to answer the question. Sorry, long answer.
May I ask you a question? Are these going to be on separate walls? And how are the walls interconnected? How would we visualize these?
So the Washington Park, the walls for the pool, there is a long wall. And so the buildings are, there's one that's long and there is one that's shorter. The way we envisioned it was to have one design for one of the walls and another design for another wall and the main wall. But we are thinking to save some walls because we're hoping to do this every year. At least that's our promise to the city, to be able to do it every year. And that is how we envision it, like 2 separate. They're not going to be together. And if you have been there, there are already, of the 5 stickers that we installed, 2 are still there. So these are going to be added to that. So hopefully we will be done with the Washington Park walls within the next 4 years. We can go.
Is there any damage to those 2 remaining?
No.
They're in pretty good shape.
They're in really good shape. And that we think, I was speaking with Mr. Anaya, and we think it's because of landscaping protected at work.
So I hope we're not removing the ones that are there.
No, we don't want.
Because there's
there is no need to remove.
No, right.
There is no need. And the ones that got removed, it's not ideal, but.
Yeah. So for the new commissioner, so if you look at that black box with the time, so where the red zeros are facing, that's the one facing the kind of the dimension, looking at Washington Park. On the last 0 to the right, there is already a mural there. It's kind of like a dove, open wings, beautiful, perfectly in good shape. When you make a right turn, 90-degree angle on the side, there is another one there. And then after that, there is space going backward and space coming from the first to 0. So that's where they would go. And some of these are really nicely designed for that kind of space, in a sense that what we have left in the front is a nice, narrow, long space. So I think, do you want us to vote tonight about this? Because some of the new commissioners haven't even seen the walls.
I looked at it.
Oh, you did? Good for you.
No, I looked at these.
No, you mean the Washington Park. You want us to decide this?
If you, I mean, it's really up to you. I need to, so here's my situation, and in education, everything is a lot slower than if you're used to a business environment. So I need to do the paperwork, have the teachers sign paperwork, recruit the students, and then purchase the equipment. So these are things that I have to do and sign paperwork with the parents of the students and sign, and we have only 1 month left in the school.
So what I was going to propose is this. So we can get back to you, sending you an email, Sudi? I mean, could we send you an email saying, okay? Because for the new commissioners, if you could just stop by and look at it and see what is there, what is facing, look at the space, turn around in the corner, go and see on the one on the side that faces, what does it face? Like,
it faces the
it's
park.
like a grass
on the right.
and a playground. Yeah, on the side, there's a space. So look at that. There's doors. You know, there's other things there that will interfere, or somehow the design, parameters.
So my question is, yeah, we should of course go look, but are 2 of these designs that are chosen, they're not going to be contiguous, one next to the other?
No.
One will be there near the dove, and one will be on the side?
The idea is not for them to be together, but on separate, like spaced out. But of course, if you make a recommendation and you say, no, I want it to be together, we will follow your direction. I mean, for me,
Yeah.
what's important is to be able to showcase the work.
I understand there's sort of a urgency to get this done. As as artists as being there, I think that we probably could make a decision on what to put up there concerning the content if we decide on funding. I don't think we just absolutely need to get out there and see it, because maybe the one that would fit in that long space may not be the one that really we feel suitable. So I think we should go with the content and take it from there, whether they go together or not. If that's something that the commission wants to decide on, as far as should they go together or separate. Juan, you're pretty good at this. What do you think?
As far as
Choosing.
Whether we should go take another look at it. I mean, I don't think it's necessary, but
yeah, I think I mean, I think the pictures were provided just to kind of give context to the application itself. So if we decide to hold off on the decision on which ones to use, I think that could wait. I think the urgency lies in the actual application itself.
And the amount of money that we're approving.
Exactly.
So that's more urgent than
Yeah.
the design itself.
Yeah. Am I correct in saying that, Sudi?
Yeah,
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 okay.
because, I mean, these are all, I'm partial. I can't really say, oh, I like
I
that.
think either one of these would fit perfectly in the spaces that were left open from the stickers that were originally
As
there.
long as, yeah, really, I need to know that there are two murals that's happening. One of these is significantly larger than others, but there is a gap between the two sides of the design, and that can, so it's just, if it's a larger one, then I have to recruit a couple of more kids. But they're pretty much all in the content that it's manageable. So as long as I know the two that are, I know that this is happening, then I can go and within the next couple of weeks, we can decide on which one, because there is also a little bit of work that we have to do in preparation of it. So Aled goes in and he separates the colors so he can purchase them, so he needs to decide the colors. And you have to translate it from digital space that it's, because these work were created digitally into Home Depot language.
I like that.
Or
This-
other.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You're talking about stickers. Are some of them still up? And what are the designs? I'd like to know what's already there so that what I vote on would actually work with it, would complement it.
Yeah, I think that's why
Yeah,
Anna
that's
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So you don't have any pictures of what's up there already?
I had, at this point, I have it on my computer.
Okay.
I can do that.
that'd be good.
Yeah, I would like to see what's already up, but yeah.
Yeah,
Would
you-
anybody else, or?
We would have seen them. Danielle Lopez, which is the staff person that worked with us, is sick with COVID, so she could have done it, but we can wait for you, Sudi. Yeah, so there's one. But my question, more importantly, is does anybody have any question regarding the amount of money that is being requested?
I do. I was just wondering, since the children's labor is credited towards the experience, basically, which I think is a wonderful idea, I'm wondering where the supplies come out to equal $12,000. I know the graffiti paint covering is very expensive, but I'm just wondering how we've come up with the $12,000 for 2 murals.
So the idea is for the 12,000 to cover the cost and the labor of the teachers, and anything additional to that, labor-wise, the district will provide. So we are hoping that the 12,000 will cover most of our work. And I just went to Home Depot to do a shopping for my class, and I had a budget of $500, and I wasn't able to purchase anything with my $500 because of the pricing, how it's going
Yes, supplies have
Yeah.
doubled. And how many teachers are involved that we would be
For now,
working with?
two, me and Mr. Anaya, but we have another person that if we see that's not, we need more help, we are going to ask that person to join us too.
So the cost would be firm that we vote on. It wouldn't go up because another teacher's added?
It will not go up because another teacher is added. We are trying, the district will cover the additional labels if it's going to occur.
Yes.
But we are pretty confident that this will cover it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I want to know whether the students who are selected need to know soon.
I gave them, the ones that they were shortlisted here, I let them know, and that's like a very delicate thing, because you have to be like, no, it's just you're shortlisted. It's not, we have to wait for the final vote. So they are aware that this is happening. And then a lot of families, yes, the sooner they know this is happening, that's why I'm here, and that's why it's an emergency meeting.
Therefore, a special meeting.
Okay, so basically, I think what we need to do, is there any other comment regarding the funding and the amount of money?
You guys want to see something up, because we'd have to take a break if you guys want to see something from her laptop?
Yeah.
Is that, okay, just so that Jeff can?
Yes.
Oh, okay, sorry to interrupt. Okay, thank you, Jeff.
We probably could take a vote, though, on that, right?
But we haven't even called yet, so let's watch this and then on the amount, on the funding. Look in your computer.
No, it's not, it's
Yeah.
regular Mac. Do you have it on?
Should be on the screen.
Okay, I have to find the file. I don't think you have it. I can just go around and show it to them. Can I, it's, I don't have a, yeah, hold on.
I don't think we have an option. If we're
What
going
we do, we can reduce it if we
well,
want.
I know, it's either do it or give them less. And if they get less, they don't do it.
It's two adults who will be there for a whole month, plus all the expenses.
You can challenge it.
Yeah, exactly.
And where's the money coming from?
Us.
So, I mean, it's coming from our general.
Okay, so what I have to share, but looks like I'm not able to project because city is, I think the equipment is not for a Mac, not for a
Well, you
PC.
can use Apple TV.
I have some comments.
Okay, I can.
Want to try that?
Sure,
Okay.
I can guess.
You mean the,
Yeah.
If you go up to the top.
I was going to suggest if you guys have a few minutes after the meeting, just to drop by over there and take a look at it, and then it'll be over, right? But I can't remember the one on the side. Which one is the one standing?
Was it the one with the coyote?
Is that the one standing? I think
I
so.
want to say that.
Yeah, so, yeah.
So I have, what I have that I'm projecting is what we had last year, and then the ones that stayed there, we can talk about it, and you can see. And also it has the building and the proportion. This is actually good because we can make a decision. I mean, hopefully, you guys, not me. I don't want to be part of the decision.
And for the new commissioners, the reason that they did not last, I don't know if we discussed that or not, is because the medium that was put on, it was bricks, and so there was air between the stickers. And if you have a kid and an opportunity to pop something, you're going to do it. So those did not
They
stay.
use lighters to burn the bottom.
Say that again?
They use lighters on it, like they put some.
To warm it
But
up.
they didn't do it to the other ones?
No, these two are perfect.
Oh, it just popped up and it went away.
I have yeah, it's gone.
There you go. And it went away.
We're almost there. Almost there.
Okay, I really appreciate you helping here last
Yes.
short notice.
Why doesn't it stay?
I know it's a. I'm gonna try again.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, be quick in looking at this, like, go. So if you're facing Washington, let's see if we can see it. I think this is the side. Well, while they're doing that, I think we can proceed maybe to make a motion. So if there's no more discussion about the amount of money, basically this $12,000 would be financing 2 adults who will be one supervising, the other one will be an artist, Mr. Ayala, Anaya. And then a number of students, we don't know exactly the number, but it'll be a large number.
25 is what the max.
So 25, so supervisory, and then a month of pretty much labor to have it from beginning to end. So if there's no more discussion about the money, the amount of money, I need a motion to approve this proposal. Who would like to make a motion? Maybe some of the old commissioners?
Okay, I move to approve the $12,000 for the murals
For the Washington.
for the Washington Park.
Okay, anybody second?
I second that motion.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so that was approved.
Motion approved, 7-0.
And so what is pending then is to decide which one is your preference. So you need to basically decide for 2. And
If I could, I'd like to start off. Would that be okay?
yes,
Okay. I had some pretty strong emotions when I saw these, and I feel like that I was appointed to the Public Arts Commission to bring decisions based on what's best for the city of Escondido. But it seems like almost every one of these murals have a central theme, and I'll just say it. I think we can do better. I don't think, in my opinion, they speak for the city of Escondido. In my opinion, 4 of the 6 perpetuates racism or division in some way by suggesting we need to address it and address racial justice, which I believe provokes and perpetuates division. We are now, as a Public Arts Commission, beginning on the focusing of our master art plan. It's a citywide art plan, and I believe we want to be a city of smiles when people come and look at the city, not a city of controversy. We were built on ranching and agriculture and multicultural, diverse force working hand in hand. I think of Cruising Grand, many sports when I think of Escondido, and that's all going to come about, I think, when we do the overall city plan. There's lots of talent here and options for these young artists. And personally, I like the tree. I see it represents growth and an opportunity personally, and I love that. All the little animals underneath it, getting along under the branches and in the branches, and I think that fits the art. And also I like the one with the outstretched hands. I like that a lot. These are my opinions, and I feel I'm speaking for more than just myself, for this is public art and moving forward, thinking about the master plan. Yes, the one with the multi-hands. Yes, the ones with the different color sleeves and multicultural hands.
Am I able to say something to what?
Well, you can respond to that, or you just give your opinion about what you're seeing. Would you like to, Terry?
Yes, I would. I feel Patricia has very valid points. I do like the one with the hands because that shows unity, shows us coming together as a community, reaching out with hope and trust. And I think that's where we need to go in our future, is to hope and to trust. And our hands are one way of expressing that. So I do like that idea also. I'm not sure about my second idea. I do like the tree, but I would like the tree to have some fruit that represents Escondido. I know we've done that theme other places, but I'd like to see like either a lemon tree, an orange tree, or an avocado tree with one less bird. That's, those are my two favorites at this point.
Go ahead.
Oh, in front of us? That would be good. In front, would that be good? Okay.
I already seen them, so I don't need to. Anybody wants to? Yes, go ahead.
I feel that the faces on the purple are a similar theme to the hands. And somehow I find that more artistic, the faces. I don't know, the hands seemed more childish to me. So I like the one with the faces because it's all as one, also like the hands. I would love the one with the battle scars if it didn't say battle scars, because the little phrases are very uplifting, and it's sort of, they don't go together, battle scars and those uplifting phrases. But that's very artistic too. That's all I have to say.
Anybody else? Anybody?
I'll chime in.
I'm also gonna speak up.
I think any of these really, I mean, they were created by students, youth within our community. So I don't think they would really, I mean, all I see is unity here. And I don't know if it perpetuates anything as far as, I mean, you know, these are students who are creating something for their community. The youth are really speaking, you know, volumes here as far as how they feel their community should be presented, and how they should be, you know, what Escondido they want to build on. You know, these images to me conjure that idea that this is the Escondido that our youth wants to see. So I think any of these would be great. I mean, the artistic quality of the hand with the, I don't know if it's water or what exactly. I think that's gorgeous, and the faces too. But the heart with the interlocking hands. I mean, I think hands for some reason are really like a unifying thing, because you know. So
the way I teach is that I'm a very hands-off teacher. If you walk into my class, you see that I never draw for my students. I never give them an idea. And people who observe me, I strongly dislike the teaching style of, that's something I experienced in college. I have a master's in art. I always, to get a grade, I always had to copy my master. And I strongly dislike that. So if you walk into my classroom, you see that I'm very hands-off. So same thing with this. You see it's so different, the designs, because I was just like, you do what you want to do. So I apologize for interrupting you, but I just want to make sure you know that I am not the type of teacher that direct a process of design.
Are you done, Juan? Because I would like to add.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I think we have a situation where, let's say, I don't know if you're familiar with Mondrian. He's a very abstract artist. He's just, you know, verticals and horizontals, kind of primary colors. And there are people who look at it and say, this is a piece of garbage. And there's other people that think that's a masterpiece. Well, they were avant-garde. So at the time when they came, they broke the rules, right? I don't think we ever in this commission are ever going to agree in exactly what we think is the best. There's a proposal already that was approved. I personally don't like it. But the majority of the people did, and I'm going to have to live with it because It just doesn't touch me. But that's the way art is. Now, it's interesting how we see this differently. Because what you said about what is Escondido, we already have several murals around the city that are actually showing where this city was founded on, grapes, and then, of course, not wisely, changed to avocados and citric. We don't have the water, but they changed to that. And then we have all the other main, how would you say, features of the city. So we have them at the gallery. The new mural coming up on Orange Street has the same topic already, and it's coming up all over the place. So that is already there. It is impossible to not think that art is not going to be controversial, because it will be. It's part of it. Usually art is ahead of us. How many artists die without being recognized? And they were recognized after they were dead. So art goes beyond us, and it makes us feel uncomfortable. Having said that, I don't see anything here that makes me uncomfortable. On the contrary, I think these are kids who are saying the faces. I'm in there, somewhere in there. You know, I'm either a dark one or in the middle one. The hands, I agree with you in a sense that I love the topic of the multiple hands. I find it a little bit, to me, infantile. Same with the dove on the top. That's already been done so many times, and we already have a dove. So those two, even though I love them, I wouldn't vote for that. The one on the right bottom, which has battle scars, the way I see it, I interpret it as hands of different children or people that had to battle to make it in life. But if you look at the shape, there's two hearts there. Yeah. So, you know, you can interpret it and say it's divisive. To me, it's the contrary. We made it, there's love, but boy, it was a struggle. That's the way I interpret that. Because basically, when you do and look at art, you bring your background into how you see that piece, right? So whatever your life and your studies, what you read, what you've seen comes with you, and then you, boom, see whatever is there. So I don't find it divisive. On the contrary, I think it's saying we're different, we look different, but they all show some sort of unity, hearts, and love. So the tree is cute, but I wouldn't vote for that, because we already have a very pretty, nice, and cute one. I like the heart on the top, by the way. The one on the left on the top, with two hands holding together and a big heart, so that's a nice message. My favorite is the big hand, the dark hand, and that. Is that water, sweetie?
Which one?
Or is it something like?
Yes, that is a message of hope. That's what the team shared with me. And coming back after pandemic, teaching now requires...
It's different.
Lots of... You have to be... Because emotions are...
Yeah.
Kids went through a lot.
Even in elementary school. Yeah.
I do like the one with the hand after seeing it and getting that explained. And it has, I understand the one with the dove, it's, it's done, like you say. And even I see the common sense of the one with the hands, or it sends a message, however, like it's kind of been overdone that way too. The heart is nice. I would still go with the long hand.
Yeah, I love that one.
I do not like the purple one. It offends me.
What offends you there?
I think it's a little controversial.
You mean the gay?
Yes.
But when you...
And believe me, I'm not offended by anyone gay. I'm not offended by anyone black or brown or anything like that. I just think public art, that you had mentioned it's students. There are 4 students that put this out. This is not a community. I mean, it is their idea, but I do think we have a responsibility to evoke love and unity and nothing else.
And I respect your opinion completely. But having had students that were gay, I have to say that this message tells them you're accepted.
Right.
You're accepted. You're not, you know, and I don't want to get in detail. So that's the only thing I see. But anyway, so.
May I ask a question, do you mind, about the top one with the heart? Those are 4 hands, I see. Is this already on a building?
No. So what we do is that we want to, one of the things I am teaching them is to make sure that they can make a presentation and envision their idea. So they either go personally take a picture, or this was in the beginning of COVID. Everyone was really nervous about still beginning of being back from COVID. So they use Google Maps and they find these buildings, and this is digitally done.
Okay, thank you.
Can I have a question regarding the last one, bottom to the right, the battle scars? And I hope the students don't take it as an insult, but I like everything but the 2 words. And it is, the message is there. It could be said in a different way. That is, you know, life, for example. Life. This is life. This is.
Did you notice the wonderful little phrases on the arms?
We can barely see them, but I would love if somebody can see. You could read some, because I can't.
Be kind to yourself.
You're not alone.
You're not alone.
You're strong. You're loved. So it's very
Yeah.
Alive.
Affirming, yeah.
Yeah.
And the frame around it is also so beautiful. The way it's framed.
And the only advice that I would say, beside if that same message could be written in a different way,
Yeah.
and I would also like to see a hand that is a little lighter skin, so we don't leave anybody out.
So what is,
So they're different.
And those two do
Races.
go together very well as far as color, if you were to go with the long hand reaching out and these, even in the
Kind of
colors.
would be the same topic in different walls.
I still have access to this team, and even though this was in their brain, this was a long time ago, it's only 4 or 5 months
Right.
ago, but I still have access to this team, and I can talk to them about your recommendations. I am gonna let that to them to make a decision if they would like to make the change or not.
Yeah.
But I will take your feedback
Thank you.
to them.
Thank you. So could,
Thank you, Anne Marie. I think it's all the theme about it is hope and uplifting, and then the battle scars is sort of a downer to me.
How
And
about
so-
battle cry? Battle cry.
it is.
Well, instead of battle scars, put
Oh,
battle cry.
Well, whatever the message, you know.
we could bring it back to the students and
Yeah.
say, hey,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I'm gonna
mess
take
with
it
somebody
back
else's
to
art.
her, to
You'll ask
the
them.
team leader, and
Yeah.
I'll be like, what do you think? And I'll wait for, and she can make the decision. And if she creates a new version, I'll ask her, if you want to create a new version, please do it.
If they don't, they don't. That's fine.
For hours, and
yeah.
because some of them do not, might not agree, but some might be very receptive. I will do that. I will take the message back.
Okay. But I would like to see a lighter skin, because we have the whole spectrum of skin colors in our city. But in any way, send them a good message, congratulations, that we're proud of them, you know. And when would you like our response for the design? Give us a deadline, that way we know.
I will see this student tomorrow morning, and I can ask this group to consult, because now they're working on completely different projects. I have to bring them back mentally into this project. I will ask them to consult with their team, and I will have a reply for you, because it looks like, and now that I'm looking at it, this is a very well designed, how the hands are forming the heart.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So I will ask them if they can give you a couple of options and address your concern, because you are right, the messages that they have is really strong on the arms, the writings.
It's positive. Yeah.
So I will ask them to do that, and I will send you an email. So am I right that the one with the hand reaching out for hope and renewed time, is that one? We'd like everything about that one. Do I have to speak to that team too?
Which one?
The middle one. I mean, it looks like the two, it looks like that's the direction. Am I right? Am I wrong to
Oh, no, I love that.
Like this one?
Yeah, I love it. No,
Yeah, let's just make a motion now to approve those two.
I do understand what it's like being a new commissioner, because we all were new, and sometimes it's hard to voice your opinions. And I think we have two commissioners here, three actually, that I'd like to hear their opinions before we take a vote, to see if there's another idea that's in the mix that I haven't thought of.
Well, yeah, one of the ones that stands out to me is the one outstretched hand. The level of detail in the design there speaks a lot to the artist who created it. And the battle scars one is also very intricate. They're two of my standouts, so I would agree with what everyone said here too.
I tend to agree with that as well, and hitting back to an earlier comment that these are, students who have been through a lot in the last 2 years, expressing themselves through art, and I think that's super important. I would actually like to maybe consider keeping the integrity of the designs unless the original artists feel strongly about altering them. But I do love the one of the outstretched hand to the hope. And battle scars is a good one, but I also like the one with the that represents our homosexual kids and representation in that regard too.
Faces, different faces. So it seems like we are all agreeing on the hand, the extended hand.
Can I just clarify? I don't see that that's part of like the motion.
The agenda.
The agenda, like the agenda just seems that it's
No.
approving the actual proposal, right? So we don't need a vote on.
No, we don't need
the actual.
You're right, thank you.
Right, so
We
if you
don't.
want to do that, we can do it next time, or however Danielle wants to do it.
We can just email you directly to you with our
Okay.
preferences, and we don't have to, whatever you want, that's what you do.
Thank you.
Thank you for reminding us that wasn't part of the agenda.
So the only thing that's gonna help deciding on the design too is that the outstretched hand is it's like twice the size of the regular mural. So that's gonna be a little bit of we need to know the size of.
The space is there, kiddo, the space is there.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yes, the
But
two of them
also,
are gone, so.
how much paint we have to purchase and.
Yes.
Last time I went to Home Depot here to purchase with my purchasing order, it took me 3 hours to check out.
So you're saying you're not gonna get it covered with, I think the 12,000 will.
No, I think it's not the cost, it's just the time.
Okay,
Yeah, needing to know how much equipment
yeah,
and things like that.
yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
this is gonna look really nice. In space.
I'm excited, and hopefully this time we'll have them there for a full year, right?
We will.
Yeah, we will.
Okay.
Painted on.
Yeah, kids, listen, I'm defending the kids. I probably would have, had I been a child at the time, if I had seen something, I could have poked it, and
To me, it's
then another one went,
interesting-
yeah.
To me, it's interesting that the two that are there, still, one has very strong environmental message, and the other one is very strong emotional message. And the ones that were about different subjects are gone. So this is interesting to me, the subject of the two murals that stayed.
I have a theory about the first one, the big one that was facing, but I'll tell you personally that, because it disappeared, there was nothing left behind, not even a trace, nothing. I was a detective, I went and I looked, there was nothing, it's gone. Anyway, let's move on then. Future agenda items, commissioners, for the next one, what would you like to discuss? And
Do we want to finalize a decision on?
No, we're not voting on the designs, no. So anything on the agenda? I do have some suggestions, but I want to hear you.
Well, I have one about a possible art project on Grand Avenue.
Is it a mural?
A new one, yes.
Another mural?
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna.
No, it's not a mural,
Oh,
to be determined.
okay, an art piece.
Yes.
And you're gonna bring it up next time?
That's correct.
Okay, so Patricia, art to be determined what? Okay, so it has to do with the Grand Avenue project, right? I would like to add, I have to say I'm not gonna be here at the next meeting, so Juan, you will be leading that. So I consulted Zach, which is our, what is it? He's our consultant. What?
Clerk.
Yeah, city clerk, he knows it all. So if you have, you ask Zach. And so since we're 7, now, so that we don't, so what is it, the act, the Brown Act, we can never be more than 3 of us together at one point at any time. So I wanted to take, so one other thing is a tour of the art that I already gave. How many of us were there in that? 2? 3? Just 2, okay. So it seems like I cannot take 3 at a time. I don't know, we'll guess. So a tour of the new commissioners that I will give them, and so please, that would be determined at the next meeting, when. And I would like to ask for an ad hoc committee, and so we need information if Danielle could tell us, and asking a total of 3 commissioners to be part of this ad hoc committee, which is a special project that we already started, and it has to do with the sculptures on Center City Parkway, starting with the mural on the tunnel and ending in the tunnel with that we already talked, we even voted on it, but we need an ad hoc committee. I know Terry has worked with me. I don't know if you want to stay on that one, and we would need at least 1 more person. That means we can meet at any time and discuss that and come up with a proposal to the PAC. So, so next meeting, you'd be ready to say, yes, I would, or yes, I wouldn't, okay? And that's about it from me. Anybody else?
Yeah, when is the next?
It's the 9th, isn't it? It's Monday?
May 9th,
Yeah.
yeah. And I can give these future agenda items, I'll email Janet and Danielle. I'm not sure how long Danielle will be out, but I'll go ahead and make sure they have that information.
And I'll talk to her before I leave.
Yeah.
Any oral communication. So this is the, another thing, commissioners, new commissioners, if you don't feel comfortable with something like procedures, like, can I speak to that? For example, I wanted to invite everybody after here, and we can't. We can't go together. Only 3. Otherwise, it's considered a meeting, and that breaks the rules for the Brown Act.
Except for when you take us on a tour?
No, that's why I want to talk to Zach, because I don't want to do it twice.
If it pertains to, obviously, the subject of anything public art related, right?
Yeah. No, we cannot. No, we cannot socialize.
Zach will go ahead and go over a training, but yeah, the Brown Act is basically like, you shouldn't have more than, like you're saying, a majority together. Of course, if you go out to dinner or something like that, it's a public perception also so, like if you're speaking about something or city business. So I know Zach will do a training on that for all the new commissioners and everything, but yeah, there's rules and regulations to the Brown Act and what you can discuss and how many of you can be together. So like when we do trainings for the council, there are the voting trainings, and literally there's 2 at a time, just to make sure that, because otherwise it constitutes a public meeting. You have to post an agenda, let the public know they can come to dinner with you or something. So,
All right. Sorry, y'all, I can't hang out.
but he'll explain it more. And if you have any questions, feel free to email Zach. He is working from home, but he'll do a training on the Brown Act usually for new people.
Well, that's good, because we didn't get any, so.
Actually, we were at, when 3 of us were in the car, that was right?
It was just 3 of us. Probably nobody said anything.
Right.
Yeah, it used to be quite informal, to be honest with you, and things have become more formal, and they should be, because we are part of the city, we're representing the city, and we have to follow procedures, Okay, anybody has anything on oral communication? No? Okay. So it is, 5:02. We are adjourned. Thank you, ladies
Thank
and
you.
gentlemen.